Hello, everyone, and welcome to Storm King's Thunder Big Boy Season.
Big boy.
Good boy.
Fuck you, Tom. This is our...
Same.
I hate him so much. This is our Storm King's Thunder campaign set in the Forgotten Realms, featuring the lovely players. I always want to say, like, featuring... I don't know why. I want to be, like, featuring a bunch of, like, esports people, but, you know... Anyway, yeah.
You can say that.
Okay.
We're esports people.
Featuring these esports
Only
nerds.
sport left standing.
You know what it
Only
is?
sport left standing.
May, good branding, May. Thank you. May's the head of advertising on Big Boy Season. You know what it is? It's kind of like when Mercer's like a bunch of nerdy ass voice actors playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, me and my esports players. Esports people. Anyway, that was a tangent that no one wanted. I am Matthew Foreman. I am the DM. I stream here on Dice Priori. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, free form like we did last week.
Hello, my name is Tom. I play a drow fighter here now at this exact time. You're here on time. Nice. So yeah, basically, I don't do anything. Next person.
Hello, my name is Crowan. I play TFT for Cloud9. Been a little busy recently, been moving and stuff, but finally getting settled in. A little tired, but excited to play some D&D, where I'll be playing Zane Korakai from Mirbar, of course.
Cass.
I am Casanova. You can generally find me yelling about video games places, which is why I don't have a voice. I'm dead.
True.
I play Lucius Cavalieri's, the human bard, who is now has a lot in common with Leonardo DiCaprio, because I am the Revenant.
True.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see where this is gonna go, because we're about to hit my my character's past, but now he's dead.
That's what he sounds like now.
It's gonna be pretty rough. But I'm excited. It should be really fun.
It's crazy that you committed to your character's death so hard that you wanted to sound dead too. That's
True.
really admirable.
True.
Thank you, Crow. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, May, your turn.
Hi, I'm May. I play Alisa Saloniari, a 16-year-old Asimar druid who successfully convinced her friends to bring back Lucius last episode. Because she's got it in with the Fae folk like that. Yeah.
Yep, those were things that happened. Did everyone introduce themselves?
Faye.
Quit it. Faye's not here tonight. We are just going to go ahead and play without her. She should be back next week and, the week after that and such. So, okay. So, when we last left our heroes, they had just went through the Eye of the Allfather, this ancient giant temple, and found a lot of the answers they were looking for in the Oracle. They all, interestingly enough, with the opportunity in front of them, chose not to ask the Oracle any personal questions. They really stuck to the mission at hand, which was really quite interesting. And then, as they were leaving the Eye of the Allfather, they encountered two ancient dragons, Cloth of Cloth and Veil, and Imrith, this mysterious blue ancient blue dragon sorceress. They fled from the two ancient dragons, Harshnag sacrificing himself, collapsing the temple down on his worm enemies. And as they were fleeing, they chased Copperhead, and Copperhead dropped her grenade, which Lucius, not knowing what it was, promptly touched that grenade within the darkness, and it exploded, knocking Lucius unconscious, who then fell to his death, unfortunately, having suffered one death saving throw from the impact, and then rolling a natural one on his subsequent death saving throw, dying. In the fallout of that, Alisa in the high, cold mountains of the spine of the world looked to her Fae friends, but it had been previously hinted at the power of the Fae depend on the physical location of our heroes. And with only the Winter Fae being able to be present, the options before them looked grim. Oh! Who left?
May died for a second, looked like for me,
okay.
but
Okay. I'll switch them around.
is May's camera frozen for me? Is just...
No,
Yeah.
she's serving.
Oh. She actually was just sitting completely still. And I thought her webcam was frozen. That's some spooky shit.
Oh wait, that's not me.
Wait, no, it's totally less frozen. I totally DC'd. My internet's super shit right now for some reason.
Oh, because everyone's home and stuff. Probably. I don't know. Why am I pretending like I know? I don't know. Okay. Things are definitely happening. That's all I can say, folks. Who is Tom behind? Tom is behind.
Jesus.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. Okay, I think everyone's good. Yeah. Okay. So, so the offer was that the Lady of Winter, this mysterious Fae figure, could bring Lucius back under these terms. If Lucius would become a revenant and in her name act out 3 acts of vengeance. The decision was made, and they traveled to the city of not Longsaddle, but Morbryn Shield, where Anavet, Kaiser's mother, met them at the inn and gave them, presumably, a gem that would allow them to temporarily control the Vondendad. And, take out the Duke Zalto and pivot them to win the war. So, we pick back up with that gem being handed out, Kaiser's mother leaving, and we are kind of in the middle of the night, and that is the scene. And we pick back up in the inn. Heroes, what do you wish to do?
Well, we were heading to a certain magical teleportation, so I assume after we wake up, we would continue. I wouldn't bring up what happened if no one else brought it up. So,
Wait, where are we at currently?
So you were in Morbryn Shield in an
Morbryn
inn.
Shield. Okay.
And if we want to go ahead and jump to the next morning, we can do that. To the morning in Morbryn Shield.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that works for me.
We're going to Yartar?
Yartar, which is there is a teleportation circle in Yartar, which goes to Everlung, because you're trying to ultimately get to
the fire slags.
the Iron Slag, which
Close enough.
So Citadel Felbar is like your launching point for that. So it's quite the journey. You're trying to shorten it by whatever means necessary.
Yep.
So we pick back up in the next morning with you all convening around breakfast.
How much longer is this trip?
Or is yours?
I don't say anything. I'm thinking, pondering.
About how far is your turn?
Oh, I'm sorry, Casa.
I've got my mic about as close as I can,
Cool.
but I'm
You-
just trying to keep my volume.
Yeah,
I can.
you don't have to strain. It's 70 miles, so a little over 2 days.
Okay, I'll relay that to the party. About Yartar is about 2 days away.
I'm so tired of traveling.
Yeah,
That's
2 more days.
why we're heading here.
I wish we
Speed up the process quite a bit.
had a wizard that could just teleport us. That'd be so nice.
Where do we find a wizard?
Apparently, Artar. Your webcam froze again. It was so funny, actually. I'll put the gem on the table. The thud. So, everyone here knows about the Vonendad, right? Yes? Everyone knows about the, what it is used for, yes?
Yes.
What is it used for? Death Titan, correct.
Yeah.
So, this gem, given to me by the woman who came through my mother, is able to apparently control the Death Titan. I am to use it to turn it on the fire giants,
Why?
so they do not destroy the world.
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
I just wanted to put this on the table, literally and figuratively, to let everyone know that I am not holding this in secret.
Well, do you think maybe someone else should hold it?
Do I trust any of you holding it? No, I'll hold it.
What do you mean? You don't trust me?
It's not that I don't trust you. It is that you are for lack of a better word, a child.
I'm
And-
not.
Okay.
I'm 16 now.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an adult-ish. That's more adult than it is child.
Adolescent. Do you like that word better?
No.
Okay. You are small adult. How about that?
I'll take it.
Okay, sure. You're a small adult, and I believe that if anyone here were to misplace it by accident, not intentionally lose, but if it were to be of happenstance, you would be the most likely to lose it.
Okay, I'll accept that, but maybe we should give it to Zane or something, because didn't you get abducted once? And what if somebody abducts you again, and then they have the Wonderbard because you have the Wonderwall?
The Wonder Wall.
Wow.
I see.
Wow.
I mean, that is fair. But Zane could also be captured. No, I feel like mine was more of circumstance. Maybe? Who knows?
He doesn't have a crazy mom who's like
True. Fair.
doing stuff though. I just think if we had a person who we thought would be the safest person to hold the stuff, I feel like that's Zane.
Well, I mean, there is a lord after him, no? The Lord Mirabar?
Not
Maybe not
after
after
me.
you, but you are within
say.
the bad, not friends with him.
No, not friends with the Martian. That is correct. But
Okay.
I would not do something as brazen as openly attacking me, though.
All right. I don't believe he would open attack you. I believe as the man as powerful he is in Mirabar, he could get people to do such a thing. But
Perhaps, but he would be one of the first to be suspected, I
that
think.
is fair.
If
That
something
is
like that were
definitely
to
fair.
happen.
That's very fair. I will hold it for now, but that is a very good point, Alisa.
Well, let's talk about your crazy mom about last night too. Wasn't it last night? Was it last night? The night that she like was riding towards us? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, he said, "Okay, cool." So I thought you answered your own question.
No, I was confirming that I hadn't gone
I
crazy.
nodded.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of your crazy mom, what do we think that she was around last night? Isn't it like super crazy coincidence that in this whole big planet that she would be right here?
Like I said, she gave me this, the gem,
Oh.
and she has told me to go to when we go to the Iron Slags, as we were going anyway, to stop the Death Titan. She has told me to use this gem to turn it against them, as it would control the Death Titan. I believe that's what she said, Matt. Right? Okay, thought so.
Alright, well I guess we're going to Iron Slags.
She specifically said that, you know, the Death Titan cannot be well wielded alone. That it would take that the 5 of you, there being 5 of you, is uniquely suited to wield the Vonendod.
Okay.
And she also said that the fire giants, craftsmen, those they were, the Vonendod's construction is, well, unstable.
Unstable. Okay. Yes. So it would take all of us to control the Death Titan. And while the fire giants within the Iron Slag, and I would think that they would be the very good at the craftsmanship. It seems that it's very unstable from her words, so we should have a good chance to stop them.
Okay.
Maybe not good, but decent chance. Around 40%.
What's the worst odds?
Maybe 38.
You're not
going down,
inspiring
doesn't it?
hope.
I think I like 38%.
Matthew, I still have a piece of the Vonendod, correct? Zane checks if it's there still.
You don't have a piece of the Vonendod itself, right? You have a rod, right?
Yeah.
I gave
Yeah.
that to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the rods are used to find pieces of the Vonendod.
They're not part. They're not
Alright,
used in the
okay.
crafting. Yeah.
Got you.
So
But the rod's
Vonden
still
rod.
there. Yeah, London rod.
Haha. Face
Face
still
not
here.
I had to. Come on.
Okay. Well, is there anything else we'd like to talk about before we get up? Who's also paying for the food?
I can pay for it.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, if there is nothing else to talk about, we can pay and leave. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, okay.
2 more days.
Do you want the book before we leave?
A book?
Let's we get you a book or something to occupy yourself.
I don't know how to read. Why would you bring that up?
Oh my god.
Do you want me to teach you how to read?
There you
Yes, please.
Alright, we'll go get a book and I'll teach you how to read.
go. Why would you bring that up? Shit. My fault.
We'll
Our-
find a Dr. Seuss book and teach you how to read. It's weird. It's like this one about this like drow that keeps going around asking people if they're his mother. I
don't think it should be. I don't like that book. Maybe another one. Maybe the one about the cat in the hat.
Nah, couldn't find one of those. Only
Oh,
the-
okay.
looking for his mom.
Okay.
Okay, so if you set Jesus. If you set off towards your tar, you're able to get there without any happenstance, although I just drew a line in the middle of nowhere. It's fine. So we can jump forward to Yatar. So Yatar, let's talk about it. Yatar is a major river port city in the Savage Frontier. The Desert River flows up to it, and there are 2, maybe 3 technically branching pathways from there. One to the east, one to the north, and one that kind of trickles to the west, and then eventually you would have to porter to the Serpent Hills through it. But Yatar is a city of substantial commerce with these stone buildings. The local leader here is known as the Water Baron. And you can even see within this, where the river is large, as large as it is here, you see, as you enter town, a bustling port with, and then on the outside of on the south kind of side of the city, one of the things that you see is what seems to be a kind of a shanty or tent city of people that look to be recently transplanted. But within the water, you see lots of different boats, and one that even looks like a river boat, a casino boat. And Yatar is really quite a fun city in a lot of ways.
Wow, guys, this place is so neat. Look at all these things. What's that boat?
It's quite lovely. spent a bit of
Yeah, that would have been here. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
just saying that I've spent a bit of time here. It's quite the lovely city. There's plenty to revel in, but I'm sure we want to just swiftly find our way towards Everlung.
We can't even spend one day here.
I mean, we're almost literally in a race against time as their control over the Death Titan increases, I would assume. So, I believe we should get there as soon as possible.
Well, we might have a night here.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard to figure out the portal anyways. You might all as well take your time to enjoy the city. I can go try and speak to my contacts and figure it out. See if they even want to hear from me, though.
And if you want to stay a day, that is fine.
I'm saying it might not even be our choice. What time is it that we're even getting in?
It would be midday. I would say afternoon, like 1 p.m. Because it was a half a day travel. Thank you, Emma, for the 12 months. Mwah.
As far as the portals go, I would assume that it is a Harper contact.
You do, yeah. That's exactly what it is.
And would I know who it is? Because I figure this area I've probably been to. Like I assume
You have.
I've been to Yatar.
You have. So one of the things you know about the city is that it's kind of split. Honestly. So one of the things you would know about the city to be able to relay on the way there, even, is that Yatar is very much split up between the Harpers and the Zentarum. Actually, the Zentarum have almost a formal presence in this city. And the Water Baron, you know, has traditionally always been caught between the two, but never just plays both sides.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know that there's a very healthy gambling trade, tourism, all that stuff that goes through here. As far as the contact, the last person that you heard was the mage, the Harper mage here, is a wizard named Kolbaz.
Kolbaz.
Yep. Kolbaz. Kolbaz. And you know that the Hands of Yatar are the all-female thieves guild that kind of run the city on behalf of
It was Hands of Yatar.
Hands of Yatar. They're the all-female thieves guild, and they literally replace like the guard, the municipal government. They're everything in this city, and they are under the control of the Water Baron.
Okay. All right. Well, I would relay that to everyone as well. Probably, as you said, probably on the way. Relay that information.
So to use this portal, if you aren't on the good side of the Harpers, would you need to use magic to get past, or how would you want to do that?
Potentially, I may have to lie. I may have to disguise myself as another Harper.
Okay.
The other option could be that I bring forth Zane Korakai of House Korakai.
As tribute?
No, to speak on our behalf. To speak on what our goals are, what we wish to accomplish. You
And
may
it might
carry enough sway that they'll respect it.
Yeah. I see.
Wanted to offer up Zane as tribute, Kaiser?
Well, it's mainly Tom. I'll offer up Zane as tribute to go through the portal. Huh? Okay. Are there any preparations you would need to make? Or do you think...
Personally, but I presume if you all wanted to see the city a bit, spend some time, and I'll go at least try and find where Kolbaz is.
Okay, that sounds good. You go find him. We're gonna go see all the fun stuff. Bye. As I grab Kaiser's arm and start dragging him towards the most interesting looking thing that I find.
I would say that
I will make sure that she does not die.
I would say that
I mean, I'm dragging you with me, so you have no choice.
Oh, I'm muted.
And follows along with Alisa and Kaiser.
Okay, so let's talk about the local attractions here, since one of the themes of this game is travel. I would say, to me, the most interesting and defining thing in this city that they call out is definitely the ship that is it is modeled after a kraken, and that is the riverboat, the gambling boat that you see.
That's where I'm going. Is it like I'm looking like if it's like the most physically looks like things are happening.
Yeah, yep, like people are like lined up to get in. There's gambling. There's smoking. It's it's exciting.
Gambling laws here. Does she even gamble?
Yeah, she can gamble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, socially, it's a very liberalized society.
Wow.
Yeah, it's technically post-feudal. Quasi post-feudal. So yeah, you can go ahead and try to get into the Kraken, as it's called. Let's see if there's a handout for this. So as you step up to the... Okay then. All right. She's like, I don't like this gambling.
She's not here for this degenerate gambling.
Yeah, she's
Step
like, what
outside.
You come across. Well, it's just a line, and after you wait a little while, this lady with this kind of stern face, really jet black hair done up in a bow with these two. This kind of ribbon holding it together. She has long flowing robes with jade coloring and golden insignia all throughout. She looks at you stern-faced as you enter and just kind of gives you all the once-over. Aubrey, who I think would go with Alisa, is there as well, and her and Aubrey seem to share a brief look, although neither of them are sure why. You step onto the riverboat, and there is gambling to be had. Yeah, you can gamble if you want.
Lisa, have you ever gambled before?
Yes.
What have you played?
Sometimes the satyrs in the forest play this game where they take little leaf bowls and put nuts underneath them, and then you have to follow the nut.
Follow the nut.
So
What a game.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay.
Wow.
I can gamble, Kaiser.
All right. I will watch. I don't use my money, so I will watch you.
I'm going to find a drink.
Are you going to play then?
We'll see how I'm feeling after this drink.
No, okay, that's fair.
Am I allowed to have a drink?
Nope.
Probably not.
I never get to do anything fun. This is why I want to gamble.
You're about to get.
Gamba!
Don't bet all of your money. How much money do you have?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, well, don't bet it all. I'm trying to help you here.
Do y'all want to gamble? I feel like we've done gambling in this game before, haven't
We've never done gambling.
Really? I thought we did once. I thought
we have. We definitely have.
Might have once.
Oh.
I remember winning money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So who is gambling?
Is there a place to get drinks there?
Yeah, there is.
Alright, after a drink or two, Zane will probably gamble a little bit.
Okay. So I'm ripping these straight from Critical Role. So is a dice game, which is Avandra's favor, I guess. It is, you roll 2d6. If they add up to 7 or 12, the player wins. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did do this.
Yeah, I thought so. When did we gamble, though? Why?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Was it Waterdeep?
I don't. It might have been.
Yeah.
I know we have. I just don't remember where.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then where is it? There's the Gambit of Ord, which is each card player rolls 1d8. Keep the die hidden. Roll d6. Keep it sacred as well. That game. So, or you can just bet on lizard racing. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Ooh, I'm lizard racing.
Oh yeah, this is exactly what you did last time too. Okay, so the buy-in for the lizard racing, the run of luck as it's called, is 25 gold minimum buy-in. I guess you can go up to 100 if you want.
All right. I'm betting on a lizard. $25 gold buy-in.
$25. $25.
Are you doing lizard 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Oh god.
Which one looks the fastest?
Roll animal handling.
I can do that.
You got it.
I'm gonna put this on the screen. Oh no. This is made.
Zane will Gamba next one, non-lizard race, but I'll be right back when this is happening.
Okay. Cool, Tom. Smile.
What, the gambling game in
Yeah, Descent to Avernus.
I forget what it's called. It's like Baldur's something.
Oh, a 7.
7. Okay, so I think that with that, I would say that number 2 looks really fast. Oh my god. This kind of old lizard with red scales, dusty shaven scales with eyes with cataracts that are too far apart. Kind of limps along. You're like, that's my winner.
Whatever you choose.
That is exactly Josiah.
I cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
How close am I to the lizards? I guess is my first question.
You have to keep a respectable distance. I want to say that, you have to be 10 feet away.
Oh, so then I probably can't speak to them.
Yes.
Okay, I put 25 gold on number 2 then.
Okay, so you're not casting Speak with Animals?
No, I'm not casting Speak
Okay,
with
you were
Animals.
going to get counterspelled. 100% of the
They
time.
real around here.
Yeah, you don't fucking know cheating. So let's see how it works out for you. Let's see. Okay, round 1. As round 1, the 4 lizards bust out of the gate, and you can see yours is kind of like it's going a little bit left. It kind of veers into one of the other person's lanes, and lizard number 3 starts to get widely ahead. Thank you, Miwa, for the 100 bits. Oh, and then on the second part of it, you see that your lizard actually starts to kind of round away, and it veering into the Station 1 has caused Station 1 to try to go around it, and knocking Station 3 out of place, Lizard 3 out of place.
The pit maneuver?
Yeah, pretty much. And then Lizard number 2 goes ahead and gains an even larger lead, and Lizard number 2 and 3 are essentially neck and neck at this point.
Lizzie, let's go, Lizzie!
And then Lizard number 2 jumps across the finish line at the last second and wins.
Let's go, Lizard! Lizard! I like this gambling stuff, guys.
What was the ratios? It just
The Lizard 2 dominated. The ratio is in, like, her winnings?
yeah.
Double it, I guess. I think that's just like what
That's fair.
you get 50.
I get 50 gold. Yes! Woo! I like this gambling!
Oh no.
Oh no. No. No.
It's so much fun.
How about we try another game? Yeah.
What? Why? Is the lizard game not a good game?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay. Just why don't you experience everything in here before
Okay, can I have a drink?
No.
Oh, fine. Let's play the other game.
Zane, what game did you want to play?
Zane will walk over probably towards whatever game they're going to, but I'll probably do the 7 and the 12 one. I guess we'll try that one maybe.
Okay, go ahead and you can bet 25. You can go up to 100.
Oh, sure. I'll do Zane will do 25.
As you set up to the table, you are warmly greeted by the dealer, and you can see that a woman who wears the jade robes and with the gold stitching is kind of eyeing you pretty intently, and then shifts around and looks around. And you can see other people with robes. These are clearly very much wizard enforcers that are scanning the boat for any wrongdoing. Okay, so you're betting 25. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Yeah, okay. Nope.
Okay, so what did you do? You got 4. So
Yeah.
you can add 25 gold to your bet to add a d6 to your total. So if you get 3, exactly 3.
That's the average. I mean, or what
Well, yeah, but it's they're all equal outcomes.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
see.
least likely outcome, actually.
Sure.
Okay,
Zane will do it.
so that's 50 gold. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Aw. Wah, wah, wah. And you spend 50 gold and get nothing in return.
Fair enough.
People
Gambling.
just kind of clap.
So I'll just walk away and
You
find
try.
the Kaiser and Alisa. Attempt to.
Yeah, Alisa won 25 gold in lizard racing.
Yeah, it was fun.
Wow, that is very good.
What did you get?
I got a lot of nothing and this drink.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Better luck next time, eh?
Perhaps so. Is there anything else around here? With any other games? Are you gambling, Kaiser?
No, it's the gambling is a very bad thing. I have enough randomness in my life.
Didn't you gamble last time we gambled?
Yeah. Then a lot of things have happened. My life, gambling has become less enjoyable.
Did you lose thousands of gold in the time where we gambled last time and sort of now, or just
No, I wasn't last time we played.
yeah?
I would just not like to gamble. Is that okay?
Sure, yeah, that is okay.
Okay, good, man.
Okay.
All right, sick.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
Let's go back to the lizards, I think. This is really awkward, guys.
What the fuck? So as you're all standing there kind of bickering in the middle of the casino, you do see that towards another side, kind of away, you do see there's this kind of beautiful white rope with 2 golden posts on either end and a hanging sign of a golden goose, a nice beautiful wooden sign, and with a golden emblazoned goose on stamped on it that kind of swings ahead of the rope. It seems to be a kind of VIP casino.
It looks like
I immediately start walking as soon as I see
Whoa,
this
whoa,
beautiful
whoa, whoa,
white.
whoa, whoa.
I mean, you don't need. I start walking. You don't know I'm going right there. You just see me walking.
I mean, how do we even get in there? You think?
I don't know. Why can we not get in there? Can we just walk in there?
Well, there's a gate there. I would assume that means people just can't walk in.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
rope,
just-
not a gate.
Oh my god!
What's a rope gonna do? You just step over it, move it, crawl underneath it?
For someone who does not know how to read or write, you're very, very logistical about these words.
Crawl and
Here we go.
jump are logistically hard words?
What? That's not even what I'm talking about. Okay. You know what? Go, have fun. Bye.
Thanks, bye, I'll see you later.
Zane kind of puts a hand on Alyssa's shoulder and says, let me see what I can do. And then
Thanks.
walks over to the section.
Bouncer.
One of those wizard enforcers, 2 of them in fact, stand in front of the rope. They say, "Hello, my lord."
Hello, I would like access to this area with me and my compatriots. My name is Zane Korekai of Miraba. I'm here for a bit of pleasure. Hopefully you would do me a favor and allow me through?
We would gladly grant you many favors, my lord. And they both look at each other and they look back at you. But unfortunately, they say, do you have your coin?
Is there a specific sort of coin one must have to be present in this area, in this establishment?
And they both smile, seemingly at the same time. Well, if you have to ask.
You don't got it. Hey, let's go back to the lizards, eh?
I don't want the lizards anymore.
Okay.
Kaiser.
Alright,
But we wish you good fortune and hope you return in due time with a coin of your own.
We're not cool enough for the VIP, guys.
Alright. Interesting. Thank you. And then Zane will walk away.
And they say thank you, my lord.
Zane will...
I glare at them both.
They smile very politely, warmly.
A coin. Alisa? Do you feel like going investigating?
Yes.
Me as well. I wonder... Let me try to make some friends. And the goal here is Sade wants to sort of walk around like sort of in the general area, like kind of just like mingling, not wanting to seem too conspicuous, and just like kind of see who comes out of that VIP section, if anybody does, and strike a conversation with them after they go like to another part of this establishment.
Okay. You are I want you to roll performance. You're kind of playing it cool. You're flying casual.
Yeah. Okay. 13.
Okay, real respectable. So I think what happens here is you are able to kind of the twins that are guarding the rope line they lose interest in following you around the room, and the woman in the jade robes she also doesn't seem to notice that you're kind of keeping an eye on the space. Eventually, someone does emerge from there. You don't see anyone go in, but someone does emerge from there. A man with this kind of really dark mustache that has a little bit of a very dark mustache with some beginning to gray in lines. He's a very older, middle-aged man with a pretty firm-looking build, but you could see some conditions of a hard-earned life has start to set in. He has on his shoulder what is an octopus. And it just kind of sits there, and he wears the kind of long, seaman's coat, and has a rapier on one side, and he doesn't have a peg leg, but he does walk with a limp, and he emerges from the rope line, and it opens for him and closes behind him. He kind of nods, and he grabs a cigarette from one of the twins, and lights it up. He just kind of walks through the casino. You see everyone, the mage guards give him a pretty wide berth.
I just want to keep an eye on him and like just walk in the general direction of where he's going and see if he like settles on going to any like bar or any game in specific.
You see he mostly just wanders around and strikes up a few chats with the dealers and the various people on board. He seems to be mostly talking with the staff, but he does strike a few conversations with the regulars. I would say that he eventually notices Alisa and Kaiser. He steps up to both Alisa and Kaiser if they're next to each other, and to Aubrey. And you see him, he looks over at Aubrey, and looks over to Alisa, looks over to Kaiser, and as he steps up, he's like, welcome to the Kraken.
Are you a pirate?
I used to be. Now I'm a legitimate businessman.
What was being a pirate like? Did you ever board someone's ship and steal all their treasures, and then did you make them walk the plank?
Yeah, I've done all those things.
Oh my god.
But I learned that if you just set your riverboat up to have people bring you their money and lose it, it's easier and far less dangerous.
I haven't lost any money. I won 25 gold lizard racing.
Oh, you must be blessed by the gods of luck.
And the fairies.
Well, then, I can respect the old ways. How do you like the casino? And he looks over to Kaiser, and he looks back to you, Alisa.
It's pretty fun, except for this one thing. I wanted to go in that area over there, where all the Prime and the Radiant Hopes, but the two mean twins told me that I wasn't allowed.
That's kind of our VIP section. We call it the Golden Dame. He gestures over to the goose. My last mission as an adventurer or a pirate, it involved a golden goose.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, I traveled to a lost island, surrounded by mists and smoke with all sorts of creatures on it. Lost half my crew, but in the end I walked away with a goose that could, shit gold eggs.
Do you still have it?
Nah, I sold it. Bought this boat and set up this whole casino, paid for years worth of staff. And I made my money back tenfold.
Is your octopus alive?
And you see when you say that, the octopus looks over at you and kind of nestles on your shoulder. Yeah.
Is he friendly?
No. And he reaches out his hand and he's like, I'm Lord Caspier Dryland. It's nice to meet you. He reaches out his hand.
I reach out my hand
And
curtsy at the same time.
And you should make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. Slash roll.
You're fine. Yep.
25.
You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. So he just looks at you and he smiles. He's like, and he extends his hand to Aubrey. I won't make her roll. She's not here. He extends his hand to Kaiser.
I've been ignoring this guy the whole time.
It's nice to meet you.
What can I say? How long have you owned this establishment?
Several years. He puts down his hand.
Thinking about this now. Never mind.
Don't worry about him. He's always like this.
That's alright. Not everyone has to be friendly on the boat. Well, I hope you enjoy the establishment. And, well, before I go, and he kind of looks over. Zane, have you made your way over to this spot yet, or?
Yeah, if they're just having conversations,
Yeah.
Zane would make his way over eventually.
Oh.
Just say, there you are, Alisa. Any trouble you have gotten yourself into, I hope not.
Not this time. I made a new friend. I think this is his boat.
It is. Yes, I'm Lord Caspier Dryland, and he holds his hand out for it to shake it.
Lord Dryland, a pleasure to meet you. My name is Zane Korakai of Miraba. Extend my hand, shake his.
He shakes your hand. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. Uh, 21.
You're good. He just kind of shakes, and you can, you don't see anything. He just kind of shakes your hand and smiles politely. So I was just about to ask your friends here, what brings you to, well, not only Yatar, but to the Kraken?
Well, it's a really crazy story. We traveled all the way here, through all these crazy towns, because we're here to get a teleport.
Oh. Yeah, I think there's a wizard in town who does that. I don't really unfortunately, my business ties don't really give me the privilege to set foot on land, so I mostly stay to the boat.
That sounds safer in the land. Last time, we just had to escape from 2 dragons, so...
Oh my goodness, what'd you do to piss off 2 dragons? Did you try to steal from their hordes?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we did.
It's the wrong place at the wrong time.
Ah, where was that? Where'd you encounter the two dragons? And he keeps smoking.
Very far to the north, more north of Mirabar.
You know about Dirkwood?
Oh, like the spine of the world?
Around there.
What color were the dragons?
One was red and one was blue, I think.
How big were they?
Big.
Oh, you catch a name?
No.
Damn. Well, I'm glad you survived, and I'm glad you found your way here. I wish I could give you a coin to the Golden Goose, but if I gave out one to everyone that I liked or fancied, everyone would be allowed in, and that would ruin the whole VIP. But you all seem like great folk. I think that keep your eye out in your travels. I have a feeling you'll find your way to a coin, and I'll be seeing you again.
I see. So they are just out there in the world and we're supposed to find them?
Yeah. It's like a scavenger hunt.
It is
would
my
just-
life mission now to find one of these coins.
I would assume for some people it'd be like finding that the golden goose, no?
Yeah, that's the idea.
And they could come here or they could sell it. So why would they come here?
Oh, a lot of people do sell their Golden Goose coins. I estimate most people. There's only so many of them out there in the world. We've only seen about half of them. I think most people sell them, trade them.
What do they look like?
Oh, they look like that. And he points to the big wooden plaque with the gold goose. They're smaller, but that's what they look like. They're also impossible to forge, thanks to a nifty little magical enchantment. Pao Ming, and he gestures to that woman in the jade robes, worked out for us, so.
I'll look
Good
for them.
champion like that.
Everywhere I go.
Yeah, I have faith. You'll find one, Alisa. It was a pleasure meeting you.
I curtsy back.
Yeah, good to meet you, Zane. And he just looks at Kaiser. Oh, go ahead, dude.
I was to say, likewise, Lord Silence. Perhaps we will cross paths again.
Kaiser, stay prickly, buddy. He taps you on the shoulder. Then he just walks away.
Oh, Elisa, your courtesy was very good. Have you been practicing?
Yes. Thank you for noticing. And I curtsy again.
No,
I want an
very
octopus.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, maybe later.
Do you think it can live outside of the water for a long time? What do you think you have to
Yes.
feed it?
I believe that one might be magical.
Do you think if I threw it at people while we were in fights with them, it would attack them and bite their faces off?
Nope.
Perhaps.
Because I believe that unless his octopus was very magically enhanced, it would be a normal octopus. And I don't believe that it could bite someone's faces off if they had hands.
But it's got all those little suckers, and it would like stuck to your face, and you couldn't get it off.
Okay.
Can I get a different pet then?
What? Like what? What do you want?
How about an bird?
Why a bird?
How about a dog? How about a snake? What
You
about
have
a
a
frog?
snake.
You have us.
But it's not allowed to be out all the time. Can I have it out all the time? I do have a snake.
No.
There's a couple.
I want
snakes.
another animal then. How about a mouse?
Sure.
Sure.
Rabbit?
Mouse is fine. Why do you keep changing?
Okay, I'll think. But I can have another one. I'll think about it all day today.
Just think about it.
Okay.
We should go to Lucius and make sure he's not dead somewhere.
Wait for that.
Lord Dryland, sorry, before he departed, he did mention that this boat is going to be traveling to Waterdeep next, and he says he hopes to see you in Waterdeep. He says in about a week it'll leave for Waterdeep.
Oh no. My house is probably doomed. I'd be surprised they didn't burn it down.
Who's they?
Remember the two people living in my house?
Oh, the partiers. I thought you
Yeah.
meant like I'm like, who's they? Okay, got it. Okay. So if everyone's okay, we can cut to Lucius.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Lucius. So you've been wandering the streets, or how do you want to go about this, buddy?
Well, I want to search for Kolbaz, so I assume I would have an idea where the Harpers would kind of be.
Yeah. You pretty much know the way. It takes you a little bit because you're like, where was it? And the city's grown since you've been here. But he is, like all wizards, like all pretentious wizards, he is in a tower. And he is kind of the head harper around these parts. So that the tower is where the Harpers also operate out of.
Right. I will go there. I'm sure I look very different than I used to, seeing as how I've heavily changed how I look.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, wouldn't be out of the world for someone to just still recognize me, but I think Lucius will, just head to the tower and essentially... Is there a certain way that Harpers would have to try and go about entering?
So you know that the Harpers, there's like a small little, there are people who address grievances and help people. So there is some small little public space within the tower, like a little desk with, where you can ask for things. So you can just enter that way. But getting past that point requires talking to the person at the desk.
Okay. Did the Winter Fae give a name?
Oh, a name for
herself? I can't remember.
She never did.
Okay, that's what I'm on. All right. I will just enter the place and try and go towards the the front desk area.
Mm-hmm. As you do, you see the Harper that's situated there. So, peeks up. Like, hello, welcome to the Harpers Guild in your tower. How can I help you?
I am here to see Kolbaz.
Oh, do you have an appointment?
I don't, but it is urgent.
Oh, urgent business. What's the urgent business?
There's danger involving the fire giants.
Oh. Are you from the refugee camp out there?
I am not.
Oh.
I come from Mirabar.
Okay. One moment. He writes something down on a scroll, rolls it up, and you see him, he kind of pushes it back and forth, and he flicks it off the desk, and it kind of grows wings and flies up to the tower. He kind of stands there and just stares at you kind of warmly. Well, so you're from Mirabar. That's nice. You like the jewels there?
Sure. Yeah, they're very beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, lots of giant problems. Goldenfield got completely wiped out, and that's where all those people are from. They're from Goldenfield.
I heard. It was very tragic.
Yep.
I wish could have been there to help.
I think Mirabar will probably have its own refugees, from Bryn Shander, because Bryn Shander got wiped out too, and that's part of the 10 towns,
Yes, unfortunately, we weren't there either.
Well,
I'm glad that Tribor survived its attack.
Yeah, the Harpers sent supplies and some men to Tribor to defend it from the giants.
It's good to hear.
Yep. What's your name?
I'm but a humble servant of House Korakai.
Oh, okay, but what's your name? Because Kalbaz is asking me. He holds up his hand to his ear.
My name's Jeff.
I'm Lucian Celianari.
Okay. He holds up a hand to his ear. Okay, Colbaz is coming down. Just give him a minute. He's a little old.
Very well.
Eventually, one of the doors leading up to the tower opens, and there's this kind of balcony behind the man at the desk. Shuts, and Colbaz, this wizard, steps forward. Colbaz is... Let's see here. Colbaz is a human wizard with really silvery hair with these kind of blue highlights, and it's very long, kind of tucked back. He has a pretty large beard and wears the robes with the colors of the Harpers and with insignia befitting a man of his station. His staff that he leans on seems to be intricately designed and mostly made of metal. He stares down. He's like, Lucian, is it?
Yes, Lucian Salignari.
Interesting. Is you bring word from Mirabar. Has it been attacked?
Mirabar has not. I hail from Mirabar. Currently, I'm a servant of House Korakai.
Okay. And how can we help you?
I am here with a group of adventurers, and we seek passage to Everlung. We are making our way to the Iron Slacks.
Kind of, his brow furrows. Iron Slags. And he starts to conjure up a memory. Damn. And you see his finger go to his mind, and he pulls out this strand of thought and holds it in his hand. He's like, abandoned. And he closes his hand around it and it disappears. I'm assuming it's been reoccupied.
Have you heard the name Zolto?
Yes, our scouts say that it was chanted outside the city of Tribor before they tried to take it. Some kind of fire giant duke. He's actually a pretty legendary warmonger among the giantkin, our tomes tell us.
Yes, well, what do you currently know about the fire giants and their dealings as of right now?
I know that they're very well organized. I know that they've been able to keep even some of the other clans in line. I know that they've rallied the largest sources of ogres, magi, orcs, and goblins to their side, and they're using them as foot soldiers in their war. And then I know that they've been traveling through different sites, old giant ruins, and digging up fragments of something. What they took from Tribor is known as the Vondendad, the head of the Vondendad. They are trying to assemble a Death Titan.
Then we're on the same page.
Okay. Kind of looks at you, studies you for a minute. Well, I suppose if you are with House Korakai, is a member of House Korakai in town?
They are.
Okay. Well, if you bring them here and wish to depart to Everlung, I suppose I can do House Korakai that service.
It's very gracious of you. I appreciate it.
I wouldn't. I'm happy to be I'm happy to be gracious, but truth be told, it's more out of spite.
Oh, is that so?
It sure is. And he steps back and shuts the door.
Guess he's not a fan of the Mahjong. And, I guess that went a lot better than expected, so I'll, try and head back and find the rest of the group.
Okay. I guess you would find them either leaving the casino or at the casino itself, folks. You tell me.
Zane's drinking.
I'm trying to convince Zane and Kaiser to let me get a parrot.
Sure, go get a parrot.
Why do you want the parrot?
Because it's a pretty bird, and you told me I could get a bird. Plus, I think a bird would be really helpful. Maybe we could, like, send messages back and forth if we trained it. Or, like, we could teach it to say things, then we could use it as a distraction when we do things.
Do you know what birds eat?
Plus, I think seeds. I'm from the forest, Kaiser. I know what birds eat.
All right.
Some birds eat mice. Some birds, birds eat different things. Jeez. Do you know what fairies eat?
No, I don't know what fairies eat.
Same thing as you.
Wow, that's crazy.
Alisa, I think a parrot suits you.
Thanks. Thank you. Where do you think I can get a parrot from?
You're on your own for that one. I don't know.
I have no clue. I don't think we are in the
Even
part
the
of the world where
pirate knows.
parrots are, no?
If anyone knew where I could get a pirate, it'd be the parrot, though, right? Wait, it's the other way around. Maybe he knows.
Are you trying to be a pirate now? Or it's
No, I want a parrot.
Okay.
Thinking about a golden goose, and wouldn't it be super fun to have a golden goose?
Wait, I thought you wanted a parrot.
Yeah, because I don't think I can get a golden goose. Do you think we can get a golden goose?
Yeah, probably not.
Think about all the things you could buy if we had a golden goose. You could buy Mirabar. We could buy wherever Kaiser's from. We could buy the whole world.
Okay.
I don't.
yeah.
Could you buy Waterdeep? I don't think so.
No.
I could just have turtle lizard races all day. No one could tell me what to do. Guys, we need to find a golden goose.
Oh my god.
I want to screw this Dawn. Screw the Dark Titan. Let's just find a golden goose. That'd be a good mission, right?
How about we just get out of this place? I think it's having an effect on you.
At what point do I arrive here?
Right around the time she said, "Let's fuck the Dawn Titan," or the Death Titan.
I guess that would be one way to
Death
deal with it.
Titan.
Walk up behind you.
Hello, Lucius.
Found quite the establishment here, didn't you, Alisa? It's very
Yes.
interesting.
I met the owner. His name is Lord Dryland. He has an octopus on his shoulder.
Weird. I like it.
Have you ever come across a golden coin with a goose on it in your travels?
I don't know, Matt. Have I ever seen one of these coins? Is this something that's been in your town
You-
for a while? You said they travel, right?
Yeah, you are familiar with the Golden Goose. You just know that it's a place where very wealthy and very powerful people tend to go. And you know that it makes the rounds between... It basically goes between your Tar and Waterdeep, but it can go further. It's known to go take the Desserin River elsewhere.
I'm familiar. I haven't come across a coin myself, but I know of it.
It's now my life's mission, Lucius.
Oh, it's not that worth it. It's just a bunch of snooty rich people.
Yeah, but I already learned how to curtsy, so I might as well use it.
Look, they don't even know how to have fun, Alisa.
We'll teach them.
Well, if that's your goal, it's an admirable one.
We'll start with we'll start with Zane's family.
I think Zane's family at least somewhat knew how to have fun.
Sorry, what? What are you... Alisa, what did you say?
Finding a golden goose. We're getting the golden coin, and we're taking over Mirabar.
Okay. Have fun.
Okay, so
Say?
about the teleportation, what's up?
Well, I leveraged the fact that we're traveling with a Korakai, and they said we can utilize the services that they have to provide.
Are we gonna go right now?
Well, Zane, are you in the state to travel?
Zane just takes a long sip of his drink. Why not?
You're going to have to do the talking once we arrive. And
Alright.
my name is Lucian Salignari.
Hey, that's my name.
That it is. Sister?
Okay.
All right, let's go. Get me out of this place.
Sure.
We go.
Okay.
We go.
You
I'll lead
head
them.
you head towards the Harpers Tower and are taken into the teleportation circle chamber where the mage is happily able to assist you, and he says, "Good luck in your quest to combat the giant threat. We need all the assistance we can get."
Yes, thank you for your assistance as well.
And he taps his staff on the ground, and as it does, the runes light up. He says, "Step in, and you will be teleported to Everlung." I've informed.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll insight.
About to get teleported to some whack ass place.
Teleported back to the Underdark.
I don't have a bonus, so it's literally just a D20. 10.
Cool. He seems cool.
Alright, he seems cool. I'm getting on. Getting on the ride.
Well, can we talk about this? Wait, what do you mean? We just step inside it? Alyssa asks.
It's a
'Cause she's never been teleported before.
It's a teleportation circle. Takes you
What-
right there.
How?
Very easy.
Magic.
I just get like, is it like I just get like thrown real fast across land or something? Will I feel it?
No. You won't
Will
feel
I
a
see
thing.
anything?
No.
And where's this going again?
We're going to Everlung.
To Everlung. And it only lasts a minute, so you might want to step in.
Okay.
Zane
Take her
just
hand and start
goes.
walking.
As you do, there's no real ceremony, there's no blue flashing light. It's literally you step, and the room just loses that one man. But otherwise, the room is the same. And you kind of look around, your friends appear as you do this kind of panoramic around each other. And you've been teleported to Everlung.
Okay. It's easier than I thought it'd be.
The
Oh,
door.
that was weird. I didn't like it.
It's fine.
You get used to it as time goes on. The more times you do it.
The door swings open. A male sun elf, dressed in immaculate, bright silver robes, with a blazoned, really large symbol of the Harpers, a really awesome, wicked-looking staff, with this kind of sun-dappled skin and brilliant blonde hair, smiles. He says, "Greetings, members of House Mirabar and associates." You can see he's like looking at a scribbled piece of paper. I am High Sorcerer Veril Ronin. It's a pleasure to meet you. He tucks the piece of paper in.
House.
I do know who that is.
You sure do.
I certainly do, don't I?
Yep,
Wow.
and his eyes linger over to Lucius, and he goes, "Ah, you must be," and then he looks down, "Lucian Selinari."
It's the name I go by now, yes. As I can tell, he clearly recognizes
He
me.
sure does,
Yeah.
having been the person who exiled you.
Yeah, no, certainly.
And I'm his sister, Alyssa Saliniari.
He looks over. "Oh, wow. That's really quite incredible."
It was House Korakai, by the way, not House Miraba. But yeah, these are my associates. We are going to try to deal with fire giant threats. And thank you for allowing us passage. And Zane
Come
just
on.
kind of like starts walking already.
Come on in. He says, "Oh, it does say House Mirabar here. I apologize."
Good to see you again, Farrell.
I'm glad you're alive. I heard word of your deeds in Tribor and the unfortunate betrayal of... I'm forgetting her. Maya. I forgot her name for a second. Copperhead. Maya. He wouldn't know her by Copperhead. The unfortunate betrayal of Maya. I thought she had been redeemed.
It's been rough.
So your father tells us. Come. And he beckons you into his study if you care to join him. Invisible servants pour you some tea or whatever it is you wish to drink. He says, if you don't mind, I'd actually like to hear firsthand of your account and your dealings, and I'd like to get a better idea what's going on with this giant threat.
Well, what we're looking at right now is that the fire giants are holed up in the iron slacks. And you're aware of what they've been doing recently, yes? Seem Colbaz was.
Yes, that is what we have been speculating. That is what our scouts have reported. But we don't know how far along they are. But with the removal of the Dawn Titan from Gauntlgrim, we're assuming they're capable of actually building the thing.
Yes, we were there as well, unfortunately too slow to stop the Dawn Titan from being captured.
My goodness, you really have been up to some things.
Yes.
But we do know that they are very close to completing the Vundendad, the Death Titan. And we are going there to stop it.
Well, that's certainly something worthy of admiration. And he sits back, and you can see he set his staff aside, and it just stands straight up, held by magical force. The cup in front of him, the teacup, the spoon swivels of its own accord. Why?
Why do we wish to stop it?
You.
Why me?
Yes.
Am
Why do
I
you
concerned?
wish? Why do you wish to stop it? And why have you been so busy?
Because I want to leave this world better.
His eyes narrow at you, and you can see there's a definite lack of distrust and a very certain shift in the room. You've been at some places, it's true. Your dealings at Tribor were something of legend. The way you all marshaled those forces, defended the front lines, and took on no less than 2 fire giants in mortal combat. You journeyed north, and then Gauntlgrim fell. And that was right around the time people lost track of you.
Yes, that is so.
We weren't sure. Although Brunor Battlehammer assures us of your good deeds there. But people can be fooled. People can be deceived. And with your penchant...
Just think highly of me if I could deceive the great Brunor Battlehammer.
He is a better warrior than an inquisitor.
Are you accusing Lucius of doing all of this?
No, I am not. But he does have a penchant for fire, and as I understand it, and you can see he looks over to some pieces of paper, and one of them kind of floats up gently. A sleeping dragon inn was burned to the ground shortly after you arrived?
Okay, that's not Lucius's fault.
Yeah,
And
I'll admit to that one. That was me. But that doesn't have anything to do with what's going on now. That was the Zentarum pursuing us.
The Zentarum.
Well, particularly a certain, well, I guess, subsection of the Zentarum that, well, it seems you all seem to trust a lot more than me, but that hasn't gotten you far, has it? Seeing as how, well, she decided to hand over the head of the Vondendod to the fire giants.
Yes, that was an unfortunate betrayal. Why were they chasing you?
Because we had a rod of the Vondendod to track down further objects.
You had the rod. What else did you have of theirs?
What else did I have? Oh.
Yes. Our reports tell us they were convinced that you were carrying something else.
Yes, I had a brick of their razor dust that I was preventing them from selling.
Preventing them from selling. And in your trials and tribulations, you did not partake?
Oh, of course I fell under the wagon. But does that stop me from making good deeds across the land? Did that stop me from protecting Tribor? Did that stop us from figuring out so much information about what is going on in this land, from trying to prevent the fire giants from marching across the Sword's Coast with a Death Titan? No, it hasn't, and it's gone now.
No. It hasn't. I'm glad to see that you've learned to live with your vices, not let them consume you. It's the most any of us can hope for. We've all got our problems. We've all got our addictions. But you can't let them put others in harm's way.
No, you can't. I'm glad that I've only put myself in further harm's way for my vices. One of them may have gone too far.
Happens in this line of work. So, you want to journey towards Iron Slag. We can assist with that in some regard. Unfortunately, we're spread very thin, but I can at least direct you on the right way. If you take the road north to Silvery Moon, and then take the Silver Moon Pass to the east, in Hawk's Nest, you can find some capable, not only some capable soldiers that we've been able to abscond from, that were able to flee from Golden Fields, but some griffins that they've taken with them. We don't have any here. Like I said, we've scattered them to the four winds. And the griffins can take you the rest of the way. It'll double your speed over land, and it'll let you fly by air, keeping you safe from the things that would dwell on the ground. Now, you should be careful, for you'll be in the sky. And every once in a while, something, oh, thank you, welcome to the party for the raid. Y'all are so awesome. We love ya. If anyone who is already watching isn't following Welcome to the Party, make sure you're following them. And new raiders, be sure you're following us, and check out our giveaway. We got a great giveaway for when we reach 1,200 followers here on Twitch. Okay. And he says, the hell was he saying? Oh, yeah. He says, sometimes things come from the sky and try to pluck you right out of it. But
yeah, we've had experience.
I've traveled by Griffin. It's safer.
I suppose it would be.
Will you be seeing your father while you're in town?
I don't think he'd want to see me. Unless you have reasons to believe otherwise, I'll stick to that bet.
Do you want to see him? In your current condition?
You can tell then.
Yes.
It's that obvious, isn't it?
It is to an archmage.
Yeah. Well, it's good that the exile was as long as I lived now, wasn't it?
You're not the first hero that's come back from the dead and continued their good works. You've come a long way. I think the exile's been good to you. I stand by my decision.
I don't think you were wrong to do it. I never blamed you for it.
Good. I think Maya has blamed me for it. I feel like I walk around with a target on my back most days.
Well, And she probably blames you for my death.
Well, I don't think I'll be surviving this war.
You might do well enough. You'll be glad to hear that at least myself or Maya will eventually be out of your hair. Seems it's an unfortunate side effect.
I see. Well, I hope it doesn't come to all that. I exiled you and I exiled her for a reason, and I welcomed her back for a reason. I believe that people can be redeemed. That's why we do what we do.
If you think he'd want to see me, then I will see him. But Lucius Cavalaris is dead.
And let him stay dead. And he holds up a hand and a staff comes flying. You'll be needing this. And he hands it over to... I don't care which one of you uses it, but it's the least I could do if you're going to be fighting the good fight on our behalf.
I will accept it, but I don't know if I'll necessarily continue to keep it, but I'll accept it.
It's a staff of fire.
Fitting, isn't it? I think that's more of Zane's thing nowadays.
And thank you, Eva Serati, for the follow. He stands up, he says, if there's nothing further.
Sorry. Are we there? We're there, right?
Yeah, you're there.
You guys
Okay.
are just...
He looks over at you.
I was just, just letting it happen. I was just wondering, as the Iron Slags are so close to this place, if you had any information about the area, or if you would at all.
The Iron Slags are an ancient, now reclaimed, giant fortress and forge that you accessed from being high up in the mountain, but then eventually go down deep into it.
Right.
They are positioned, he says. They are positioned near the Ice Spires, and they are northeast of Citadel Felbar. Beyond that, our scouts have reported that the guards are, animated constructs that the fire giants have crafted to defend their surface.
So those are the only real threats you have to worry about? Are fire giants and animated constructs?
And the Vonden Dod, if they get it online.
I mean, that is a given. But other than that, is there anything else we should really worry about? Any dragons? Anything else?
As far as I know, it's just the numerous fire giants that live there. Duke Zalto, who's never been defeated in combat. The animated constructs of various strength and power. And a legion's worth of orcs, goblins, and ogres.
Where is Emirith right now? Just curious.
That's an excellent question. She is in that same spot very, very... Actually, yeah, she is in that same spot very... No, sorry. She is west.
West?
She is west beyond the reaches of the frontier. She is somewhere at sea.
Okay, just because Kaiser asked if there would be any dragons, so Lucius will respond. Mirith is far west, out by sea. I don't know if we'll have to worry about any dragons.
Okay.
I doubt Cloth has left his veil.
Yeah, I would assume a dragon would not leave their immediate vicinity, but just in case I thought I might ask. Okay. Okay, if that is all you can tell us, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Also, where's Maya?
Maya. That's a great question. Fuck. Oh, so she is at this point, since it's been a few days, she is east of you.
east.
She is northeast of you, yeah.
God
That's
damn
kinda
it,
where the
she's
hang
already
slags are.
there.
Okay, yeah.
She's bullet in the iron slags.
Well, we might be taking out a few of your problems all at once.
Excuse me, sorry.
Two birds with one stone, if it will. I think Maya's near the iron slags.
That's unfortunate.
Then she must, yeah, she's working with the fire giants, no? Where she is.
Well, no,
Playing-
certainly not.
What do you mean?
There's no way she's working with anybody.
That is fair.
The Archmage speaks. He says, "Yeah, I think she's to the beat of her own drum, as they say."
She may be using them. She may be trying to get the Death Titan for herself. Though I think she's maybe overestimating her ability. She thinks she can control it.
Let's hope that's true. I believe if Maya gets control of Ondadad, we might as well just call this whole thing off.
Why is she doing all of this in the first place?
The Archmage just looks at Lucius.
To be totally honest, I'm not sure. She said she wants to do it for all of those who have been crushed underfoot by the wealthy and the privileged. But at the end of the day, she's just going to hurt everybody.
Well, alright. I mean, I guess we gotta get out of here then. Is there anything that you can do to get us to the Iron Legs any faster, Mr.
Yeah, he's giving us
guy?
the griffins near Hawk's Nest. It won't be long.
Well, I
to
mean,
get up
faster
there.
than that. How long is that gonna take us then?
Unfortunately, Alyssa, she says Alyssa, he says Alyssa, I do have to stay here in Everlung. I can't get you there any quicker. I do recommend that you travel. I can give you some horses. You could travel by horses to Silvery Moon and then to the Hawk's Nest. But I can't even risk teleporting out of Everlung for even a moment. We don't know what kind of powerful forces are afoot in this war, and I have to stay here and be ever vigilant.
There are quite a few players in this war.
Yes. And I
I wouldn't trust anyone.
I don't think all of them have been revealed yet either.
Alright, well then are you gonna go see your dad, Lucius?
No, it's probably for the best that I don't.
Would you like to leave immediately then, or?
Actually, Veril, maybe it's best you tell him I died.
Sure. Don't mind saying that, since it's true.
Yeah. Don't have to have any more lies.
Good luck, Lucius. I'm sure I'll see you again.
Luck to you as well.
You can consider the different pathways that we have here open to you. I don't mind teleporting you around the frontier as you fight the good fight.
Well, that will be most helpful in our
And
near future here.
he slides you over a Harper pendant. You can use this to come back here.
I'm gonna hate wearing it.
You can just keep it in your pocket.
Glad you understand.
should be able to take your friends with it, you two. Just make sure they're close.
Very well. Well, we should head off to Silvery Moon with haste. We don't want to give them too much time with the Vondendad, now do we?
No.
Thank you for the staff. Thank you for not re-killing me on sight. Not really sure how it all works yet, so not really trying to find out just about now.
Intelligent undead tend to be very persistent.
That's what I was told.
It'll work in your favor for now. He kind of pauses. He says, if you don't want to see the glitz and glamour of Silvery Moon, I think we can get you to Hawk's Nest directly. Probably one of the druids could transport you there.
Well, would you like to meet one of our druids then, Alisa?
Yes!
I knew she'd be excited for that. That would be lovely.
Okay. He takes you down out of Moongleam Tower and opens into the brilliant, bright city of Everlung. A beautiful city, very well kept, immaculate streets. A bit of a mix and match between the stone homes and the thatch buildings and the like. But overall, just really sits at a very nice, beautiful kind of sunny valley on the edge of the Northern Mountains. He escorts you over to a druid who greets you very warmly, and he says, if you wouldn't mind, if you could send them to Hawk's Nest so that they may grab some mounts. They are on a special mission. And the druid kind of looks at you, and this is probably she's an old.
Do I know them?
She is an old woman who probably takes care of the children of the Harpers and things like that. She probably raised you when you were very little, helped rear you when you were very young. She smiles very kind of warmly and kind of pauses for a moment as she recognizes you. She says, I believe I used to change your diaper.
Well, seeing as how I came here at age 12, I sure hope not.
Oh, that's right. That's right. She says, well then. She says, I can send you to Hawk's Nest whenever you're ready. If there's any shopping or any acquisitions you need to do first.
Do any of you need anything?
A parrot.
It is hard to come by, but there is a set of armor that I could use. Don't know if that is up.
Oh, we have armor here in the city, in the market. Lots of mages come through here and chanting all the while. Oh, I don't need to play this music anymore. This druid's not sinister. I love that music, though.
Don't know if you have plate armor that we could use, but...
Yes, there's plate armor in the market.
Okay.
Are you asking for from the
Kaiser
Harpers?
Guys are the choosing beggar. Oh, the free plate.
She says I can ask. Well, hey, Faye, we miss you.
The whole stock of gunpowder.
Faye,
purchase that.
Faye, you might have missed just a sliver of your backstory tonight. I'm sorry. They were on a riverboat for the hottest of seconds. So are you looking for a free piece of armor? Go.
Well, now I feel like an asshole, so I guess not.
No. Roll persuasion.
Too late. Okay, sure. I just didn't know if I don't know. Maybe they're real generous.
I mean, yeah. Y'all are fighting a war.
They're great people.
It's a 12.
She nods. She says, I'm sure something can be arranged. And she taps she goes over to a squirrel and kind of taps it a little bit. And it runs away. After a short while, about 10, 15 minutes, a guy comes along. He says, He kind of sizes you up a little bit. Yeah, that should fit you. He tosses plate armor onto you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And he turns around and walks away. Is there anything else that we can help with?
How did you get that scroll to tell him that he needed armor?
Animal messenger. I'm sure you could do it if you tried.
Could we potentially acquire some diamonds here in case there's a tragedy on the road?
You could purchase some. I don't think anyone has
Yes.
diamonds to give away.
That's perfectly fine. That's what I'm looking to do.
Yeah, you could get up to 1,200 gold worth of diamonds in Everland. Depends what you want.
Okay. I also can use powdered diamonds for spell casting, so maybe if I just buy bulk like 12, I can powder my own diamonds.
yeah. Powder my diamonds. Oh my goodness.
May I powder my own diamonds?
Monka W. Monka W.
You said 1,200 gold?
Yeah, worth, yeah.
Sure, if people want to pay me back later, they can. If not, that's fine. I'll buy 1,200 gold worth of diamonds.
Cool.
I'll throw 300.
I already spent 12, so I'll
Add 300.
All right.
Weird math.
It's impossible math. I don't know how you possibly do that.
Impossible math.
Alright.
Is there anything else anyone wishes to do?
Kaiser's fine.
I have a scene that I need to save for when Faye is back, but that's about all.
Okay.
A parrot.
Do you really want a parrot? Then I'm gonna say you should have bought one when you were at the River City.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, get wrecked.
I don't really want a parrot. I feel like parrots. I'm gonna think about what the ideal animal to get is. Now that I can get a pet.
Put a pin in that, and you can buy one at some point. Okay. Are y'all ready to get transported via plants?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the druid sets her hand on a tree, and the tree kind of splits open as a kind of the tendrils, the bark become kind of these string-like tendrils, and they wrap out and away, and through you can see a beautiful kind of visage of a fort set inside of a road. You can't quite see details, you can just kind of locale, you can't see people, and the gateway of transport via plants opens. She says, on you go.
I'll go through first.
And the spell only lasts 6 seconds, so you kind of go.
I'll go on.
Yep.
Zoom.
Zoom.
As you do, the scene you come upon is one of complete chaos.
Oh no.
You see 3 griffin riders high up in the air, and you kind of appear over on this overlook looking over the fort, who are riding griffins. One of them is an elderly woman with kind of this beehive-like hair with dark skin and these spectacles, and she seems to be throwing bolts of fire at a cloud giant who is flying in the air with his arms crossed, kind of lazily holding a wand, and is mocking the griffin riders. On the other side of the battle is a fire giant in the center, wielding a large greatsword, who seems to be kind of charging towards this fort embankment. And then there is, on the far west, I guess, no one can see this. The people can't see it. A blue ogre with these long claws who wields a scythe that is lazily trailing the ground. They kind of seem to be flickering left and right as some kind of enchantment takes over their form, and they walk towards this griffin rider who is a woman that is summoning up spikes of earth and tossing them at the Oni. And with that, we'll go ahead and call it there.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, good thing I got that armor, huh?
Yep.
True.
You could have put it on before you left if you wanted.
Okay. I will put it on.
Cool.
Cool.
So y'all see yourself. This map is by Dr. Mapso. Just so everyone knows.
Say
Y'all can.
Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah. You could find him on trash. Anyway, you could find him on Patreon, Dr. Mapso.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Dr. Mapso. Thank you.
Boy.
Makes good maps, man.
It's a good map. I like it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
The coloring is very good.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
it attracts me. And the specificity. Okay. That's fun.
Yes, it was. Went better than expected.
It did. Thanks for being a trooper there, Cass. And what happened to your voice? It just went?
It just gave. I guess the past 3 days
Fuck.
I've casted for.
Coronavirus just
I
ravaging
guess-
you.
I know, just all this corona, dude. It's
That's
crazy.
all. Yeah.
No, it's like yeah, I commentated probably 16 hours in the past 3 days.
Holy shit.
Just, a lot of talking.
Has that all been on Giant Slayer?
2 of them. Most of it was on my own channel.
Oh, nice.
I was doing. I got Riot's permission to rebroadcast the Riot Korea Legends of Runeterra Invitational.
Nice.
So
I
did
saw
like
you were
an-
looking for that.
Yeah, I did like an English broadcast of that and was commentating it, and it went really well. It was a lot of fun. It's really good.
Cool.
So doing more of that Monday and Tuesday.
Awesome. So we could go ahead and say our favorite moment and sign off and stuff if y'all want to.
Hello, Tom here. I'll go first again. Because it's easiest. So basically, right, I play Kaiser. He's his drought fighter. He uses sword and stuff, shield, now plate armor, level 8. Tom plays him. He doesn't do anything all day. He just chills out. I have Twitter and Twitch. There's something. Go look, I guess, if you want. Have fun. Karan can go next.
Hello, my name is Crowan. I do TFT stuff.
Sorry.
I do exist.
Sorry, one moment. Tom, did you give us your favorite moment?
Oh, true.
He didn't
Favorite
do that.
moment.
Sorry to cut you off, Chrome. But go ahead,
Very
Tom.
good.
It must have been the just the gambling section, because I wish I could have that much fun. I was watching Alisa have just race lizards. Continue, Kron. Sorry.
Lit. Hello. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Crowan and Instagram at C9Crowan. I think my favorite moment was Lucius's talk with what was his name? Varial? Was that the
He's some
right?
art. He's some art. I didn't fucking
Yeah.
make up the name. The Archmage of
Yeah.
Everlung.
Yeah, I think that was a interesting talk that sort of showed Lucius's headspace. Zane's favorite moment was just drinking away his sorrows and the Kraken, just trying to run away from his problems. But
Everyone just let you do that. That was interesting. It's interesting how y'all let shit just happen. A lot of parties, like not only like the party on Wednesday, but like a lot of like shows that I watch, like they would like fixate on those things. But y'all are just like and that's how I am when I play too. I'm just like, all right, my man's is drinking. I'm just
Get
gonna
your
let-
drink on, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, that's me. May, your turn.
Yay.
Hi, I'm May. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at maybebuzz. I favorite moment from tonight was I also liked the the Kraken moment, while annoying, I think that Alisa is like cute and personable and interesting enough that people are like, what the fuck is this thing? So that's fun, and I now have like this mini life mission of finding one of these gold goose coins, so I like that.
I'm glad you have a life mission.
Yeah.
Hello. I am Casanova. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Casanova Hots. My favorite moment had to be, yeah, I mean, it has to be the talk with Veryl, because it was interesting. I didn't know what to expect finally coming back, but I feel like if I hadn't died last session, it would have gone very differently. At least to an extent.
Yeah.
Because I think somewhat Veryl had forgiven Lucius. It did seem like, and I think mainly he had forgiven Lucius because of what Maya had done and how he made such a bad misjudgment, that he felt remorseful for what he had done to Lucius.
Yep.
But I think it real helped him just be pushed over the edge, the fact that I had died. I think it made it easy for him. Made it too easy for him.
Yeah. You were gonna get a lot harder of a time, but he was like, dude died for the cause. Like, who am I?
Made it a lot easier for him to just be like, all right, fine. You are right. Like, my favorite, just like, I guess it's just like the line that I wanted to say and I got to say was just the like, yeah, I mean, I was exiled for life, but that doesn't really matter anymore, does it?
Expiration
like,
date's up.
so like,
That was good.
I really like that whole concept of like, he's just like, yeah, you're done now. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not even Lucius anymore.
No.
Lucius is dead.
Yeah, and I think that in my headspace, I'm trying to play into the aspirational effect of the Harpers. So if he were supposed to represent, let's say, like he was the Martian, like in some weird way, Martian wouldn't give a fuck. He'd be like, take your dead ass out there and do your fucking, you know what I mean? Like if he was supposed to represent like a more callous form of formal power, but he's aspirational. He cares about people. He wants to do the right thing. And from his perspective, you went to Tribor, you fought the giants, you tried to save Gauntlgrim, Brunor told him that much, you know, and now you came back dead and you're still out there trapping. So he's like,
still out in the trap, flipping those bandos in the trap.
And he's like, you know, as they say, game recognized game. So he's like, all right, you cool, you're good. Everyone's went, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I am Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter here. Make sure that, you followed tonight if you enjoyed it. Make sure, if you can subscribe, that's cool too. Make sure to enter into our giveaway once we hit 1,200 followers, and we will be giving away some swag here on Twitch. So, my favorite moment, I think, was everything that we just talked about there, and me just processing how to interact with that scene. Because I'm thinking of the context, I'm thinking of his perspective, and those moments feel really good. Also, I really enjoyed role-playing Casper Dryland, because I role-played him very differently from the books. He's very prickly in the book, and he sucks real bad. He still sucks, but he's friendlier. We're gonna, and thanks, Corey. We're gonna go ahead and rate someone. I followed these people make the check. I'm assuming they're okay. Let me know if they suck real bad. No, just kidding. Go ahead. We're gonna go ahead. Oh wait, legendary action is up. We'll go ahead and rate a legendary action official. We haven't rated them in a while. Official. Hey, so go ahead and show love to them. Catch us here next week in the Forgotten Realms at 9:30 p.m. Central. And it's big boy season and all that. So bye.
True. Out here in the trap.
Flipping bands.
Flipping those bandos.